Hey there, it's Ben from No Bounds Digital. In this video, I'm going to walk through the top 3 reasons why you would choose to use HubSpot's onboarding services and the top 3 cases why you would choose to use a HubSpot agency partner to help onboard you to the platform. Now, first, one good reason to use HubSpot's onboarding services is that you need to understand the settings and technical components of HubSpot. They're going to walk you through some of that back end stuff. And if that's something that you see an overall need for, you're probably going to get more exposure to those little bells and whistles and whatever little knob and switch does, if you will, inside of HubSpot when you're going through their onboarding process versus working with an agency partner. Also, if you're new to inbound, one of the beneficial components to HubSpot's onboarding services is it really gets you to think about things like your buyer persona, what your processes are, how to run an inbound marketing campaign. So if that's something as an organization you've never really thought about before, you don't have a buyer persona, you haven't really run an inbound marketing campaign in some way, shape, or form, you'll benefit from that as part of the HubSpot onboarding services programs. Last but not least, I think one of the other reasons that you could benefit from HubSpot's onboarding process is it gives you a real general overview and walkthrough of or at least the primary HubSpot tools and features. You're going to get kind of beginning to end understanding of the major things that you could do inside of HubSpot's platform. So if you're brand new to HubSpot, that could be really beneficial to you as well. Now, when would you turn to a HubSpot agency partner? First off, and probably the most common, is you need a done-for-you approach. This is typical for busy marketing teams, people who say, geez, I'd love to do all this. I'd love to go through this 12-week program or whatnot, but I don't necessarily have the time to be taught how to fish, if you will, in terms of the technical setup and other foundational components to the HubSpot onboarding process. So when you work with an agency, oftentimes instead of just being given resources and having a consultative approach that you'll get with HubSpot services, you get a more done-for-you approach. So if that's something that appeals to you, that would be a great reason to work with a HubSpot agency partner. Another good reason, and kind of the other side of the coin, is if you do understand inbound, that methodology, you have some concept of how you could use marketing automation, or you have a buyer persona, et cetera, et cetera. Those are things that are covered as part of HubSpot's system to onboard you onto their platform. So if you've already checked a lot of those boxes, it might be beneficial for you to use a HubSpot agency partner who can modify their onboarding process to your needs. And that would be the last one. If you've got a specific need as well, say your primary pain point is marketing automation. Well, an agency can do a deep dive in terms of their onboarding process with marketing automation. Or say your primary concern is highlighting a couple key marketing channels you do. You run paid ads, and that's a big driver for you. So you want to make sure that HubSpot paid ads tool is on point, and you've spent a little bit of quality time making sure that that's humming exactly as it could be and should be at its optimal. So thinking about this, just to kind of recap, if you need an understanding of the settings and technical components of HubSpot, that's a great reason to use HubSpot's marketing and other hub onboarding services. If you're new to inbound, you need a general understanding of how that methodology works, or you would benefit from an overall understanding of HubSpot's features. Those are great reasons to use HubSpot's onboarding services. On the other hand, if you need a bespoke onboarding experience, you need something that's done for you instead, you've got some custom needs, those are great reasons to use a HubSpot agency. Hope that kind of clarified what your options are as you're considering HubSpot. Of course, if you'd love to, if thinking about this and you're thinking, geez, I do need to work with a HubSpot partner agency, we're happy to have a conversation with you. Just click that calendar link at the end of this video and we can set up a conversation to talk. Thanks.